complex has a security guard who likes to park facing the building and keep her lights on. Complaining did no good, so I thought I would make her so uncomfortable she doesn't want to come back. So I stood there taking pics and video of her for a few minutes. I used the flash just to make my point. She wasn't there last night, so I hope it worked. She is such an asshole. It's like 3 AM and she's shining her lights into my apartment. Fuck her. I wanted her to go away, and if I need to be a dick to make it happen, so be it. Hopefully I scared her off. I'm waiting until tonight to see for sure. If she comes back, I'll just do it again. My uncle had a similar issue, but his neighbor would always have their outside spotlight turned on and pointed at his bedroom window. So after 3 weeks of trying to have them at least pointed somewhere else, he went to Walmart and bought a blackout curtain and a 17.5 million candlelight power spotlight. That next night he just aimed it at their bedroom window and left it plugged in for the night. Never had a problem since. A former friend kept saying he would kill himself if I didn't do stuff for him. I got fed up, and to get him to shut up said that I would only be okay with him killing himself if I wasn't his friend. He later tried to manipulate me into dating him, so I ghosted him. I don't know if he got the message. Your friend needs to step up for herself. It's not my place to say this, but an abuser manipulating the kindness of your friend by threatening suicide? She needs to leave his ass ASAP if he kills himself. But one less brick in this world to worry about. She did. It was going on for years. After meeting her fiance, she managed to fully pull away. She's happy now and far away from that person. We both learned that the second someone starts using that type of thing as a threat, to simply shut up and walk away. If anyone is in that situation, I hope they don't make the mistake she did. I hope they know it isn't actually their job to keep someone happy. My ex-mother-in-law was unwell, manipulative, vindictive, horrible to her kids, etc. She called one day to tell me she was tired of her children treating her badly. They had dared to have lunch together without her, so she was going to kill herself. Also, she had written ugly, blaming letters to them so they'd have to live the rest of their lives knowing it was their fault. Mind you, this is less than a year after their dad had committed suicide, which was devastating for them. I know I was supposed to go running over to her house to spend hours talking her down. But I had 2 young children, a baby, and was in a complicated pregnancy, plus I was tired of running my life around her invented crises. I just told her good luck and called the police on her. She never pulled that crap on me again. Used to work retail. Had a middle-aged woman be very rude to me when I told her that we don't actually stock items in the back and that it's only used to process deliveries. Adamant that she was right and I was wrong, given that I had worked there for nearly 2 years. She made me go check in the back. I stood in there for about 10 minutes, check your phone, all that jazz. Walked out and said couldn't find it and walked off to take my break. Had to force myself not to turn around, but God, I wish I'd seen her face. You gotta get her to wait for 15-20 minutes, just long enough that she's about to leave, then come back with "oh, it wasn't there but we have another storage area, let me check that." Then again 15-20 minutes. Then you come back with "well, we don't use it often but there is the basement." Then if she's still waiting, you go check the attic. Last place, I swear. Then go on your break. When I worked as a produce clerk in high school, the serial check the back guy came in on my very last day with 5 minutes left on my shift. He demanded I check the back for better looking oranges. I went in the back, hung up my apron, clocked out and left. I gave my homework to someone I trusted to compare our answers. A dumb girl found it and copied it without changing anything. Not even a single comma. Since her last name begins with a B and mine with an M, my teacher read her homework before mine, and after reading mine, she accused me of copying the other girl. The other girl played victim and said she didn't know how I got hold of her homework and that it was unfair that she worked so hard it for me to plagiarize her work. I was livid. The teacher looked at me and asked if I had anything to say. I answered, read the answers and really think if she is capable of writing something that as much as resembles what is written. So essentially I was defending myself by calling her stupid. I guess the teacher did think about it, because I got a 10 and she got suspended for cheating. After my divorce, my ex and I managed to get along okay for a while until he got pissed that my new husband wanted to be active in my kids' lives and go to their school events. He used every single chance to use our divorce papers to essentially bully me. Not letting the kids be alone with family or friends unless I was there. Demanding they call every single night even if we were busy as soon as he called because he had to work fairly early in the evening and they couldn't call back at bedtime. Demanding I give him updates during the weekend as to where we were and what we were doing. That's just some of what he did. He kept threatening to sue me for going against our divorce agreements and to go after me for child support. He had a lawyer send me a letter saying he couldn't watch the kids because I refused to give him money and now he would need to get another part-time job, something I had been doing even though I didn't have to. Then he would turn down every babysitter or daycare I choose to replace him. Our papers said he had to approve, which caused me to miss work for a couple days trying to scramble around his demands. I got super fed up. I first collaborated with his ex-wife to get evidence that he wasn't paying her rent, which was what he told the state to get food stamps. So he got sued by DCF for fraud and sued by his ex-wife for the money he still owed her from their divorce because I had proof he was claiming to have been doing so. I then filed to amend our divorce agreements and took away all the loopholes he was using to bully me. I also had that letter from his lawyer which stated he was capable of getting more work income so he wasn't eligible to get child support. I basically strong-armed him into signing the papers my lawyer drafted. Got what I wanted and 2 years later he is stressed because his ex still wants our money and is demanding he get the house appraised and he knows if they do that, they'll condemn the house and then I can file for full custody. I don't want to because that's not fair to the kids. But I kept a copy of all our communications, every bit of dirt the kids tell me, and all my receipts of what I spend in case he tries that shit again. Thanks for watching guys. I doubt anyone made it this far but if you did please subscribe, I need to feel good about something in life.